Hi, and welcome to Assignment 5, Social Science Task Review. This assignment is going to get you acquainted with some sample Common Core aligned performance tasks for social science, and it will also acquaint you with a potential resource you could use for your classroom. So let's get started. The first step is to visit the Common Core Library at the New York City schools. You can do that by clicking this link. So just click that link, and then a new tab will open in your window, in your browser window. When this tab opens, you'll notice this blue search bar on the left-hand side. What we're going to do is select a grade level. You can select any grade that you'd like to teach. In this case, we'll select 7th grade since it's right in the middle. And then we're going to click History Social Studies. Then, after you're done with that, click Search. When you click Search, a list of assignments and units that are aligned to the 7th grade literacy standards for social science will emerge. You can see here we just have one example of some Common Core aligned work that we could use in our classrooms. In this case, it's a 2-week unit around the idea of manifest destiny. There might be more, there might be just one, it really just depends on what's available on the website. We're going to click this PDF icon so that we can download a copy of the performance task, and go ahead and open that up and you'll see here here is the description of the unit. We're going to scroll past the introductory information until we get to the performance task. Your goal when you're looking at the performance tasks is to really think about what students will need to know and be able to do in order to be successful with these tasks. That will really help us understand how Common Core is different from what we currently have in terms of our standards. In order to help you do that and to kind of think about how Common Core is different and also what students will need to know and be able to do, we have a support material for you in our Schoology site. So if you go back to the Schoology Assignment 5, you'll see that there's a note sheet task analysis. You can either click this link and download a copy of it so that you can print it and handwrite into it. You can type directly into the document, or you could take notes on a piece of paper. If you're doing this on a tablet device, you're going to have to take notes on a piece of paper since you won't be able to type into a Word document or print a copy from your iPad. In this case, we have one that's a sample one that's done for you that we've already kind of looked at. So we'll bring that up. And while we're looking at this task, as I said, we're thinking about what students need to know and be able to do. So clearly as we read this, it says, write an essay in which you explain the causes of the rapid territorial growth of the United States in the 1840s. And then the task gives some ideas for students to include. So on this sheet, if we're thinking about what students need to know, which is kind of the bits of information they need to learn, certainly they're going to need to know causes of rapid territorial growth in the U.S. in the 1840s, since that's what the explanatory essay is about. Something else that they'll need to know are economic and political factors. They'll need to know the difference between the two, and they'll also need to know some factors that specifically relate to this idea of westward expansion. When you're looking at these tasks and thinking about what students need to be able or students need to know, go ahead and just list as many things as you can think about. Here, obviously, we've listed 2, but you can definitely list more than 2 things that come up. If we're thinking about what students need to be able to do, that is thinking about what skills they need to have. So clearly in this performance task, they need to write an explanatory essay. It's an essay that explains the causes of rapid territorial growth. So I just wrote that here, write an explanatory essay. They're going to need to be able to support historical explanations with evidence, because it says that right here, your essay should be supported with facts, details, and quotations from at least 2 of the following primary sources. Which also leads me to this next piece, which is that students will need to be able to synthesize multiple primary source documents on the same topic. So they're going to need to be able to read these sources and figure out information that would be relevant to pull from them, and also think about how that then contributes to their overall explanation of the causes of rapid territorial growth. Once you have an opportunity to look at a task that is aligned to your grade level, go ahead and just fill out these mini charts that you have here. You can look at multiple tasks as well. That's why there are more places for you to fill out notes on different tasks. It might help to look at a task for a grade level that comes before the one that you teach. It might help to look at a task for a grade level that comes after the one that you teach, so you can also see how the skills build on each other. It's also important to realize that these tasks are aligned to the literacy standards for Common Core. However, California has a set of content standards for social science. So in some cases, the topics might not be perfectly aligned with the grade level that you teach. So in that case, you could use these performance tasks either for a different grade level and tweak it so that the literacy skills are comparable and aligned, or you could use these performance tasks as models to write your own, whatever you'd like to do. Once you have an opportunity to explore some different tasks, then we're going to ask you to go back to this assignment 5, the social science task review, and participate in a discussion. So if you click this button that says next, right here, it will take you to some discussion questions. In order to participate in the discussion, you can discuss these questions with your colleagues at your site, in a learning team, or you can discuss it online in this box. So in order to add your thoughts, you just write a comment in the box and then you'll click post. And then you can interact with colleagues all over the district. Hope you enjoy exploring some social science assignments. Have fun!